Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh, yeah. Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on The Casey Malone Show.
Today we hit the big screen at Golden Star Theater in Austintown, and we end summer with a walleye fishing trip on Lake Erie. But first, an easy, delicious dessert to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month.
You better come on in my kitchen.
I've got a really distinguished guest in my kitchen today. Joining me is Dr. Alicia Prieto, and she is a distinguished math professor down at YSU. And you're also with the Honors College.
Yes, I am the director for academic programs at the Honors College as well at YSU. Yeah.
We're thrilled to have her. She's been here for 10 years already, and it is Hispanic Heritage Month. And Grimilda Ocasio,
yes,
she reached out and says, you've got to have Alicia on. And I am really looking forward to this segment. Now, what countries denotes all the Hispanics? What takes in all of the Hispanic heritage?
So Hispanic is any person that comes from a country or who's a descendant of somebody that comes from a country that speaks Spanish. So that's all the countries in Latin America and Spain. And then Latino means somebody that is from the continent of America and is of Latin descent. So any
Yes.
of the languages that are Latin, so French or Portuguese or Spanish. So for example, the countries that are also Hispanic, but also you add Haiti, you add Brazil, you add all of the countries that speak
I
Latin
had no idea.
languages.
When you were explaining that to me, I mean, it is a huge umbrella.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And if you go to YSU's website and go into their calendar, they have all kind of cool events, running through October 15th. It's the whole month. And they've got a cooking display down at the new kitchen at the library. You're going to be making queso. There's a Frida Kahlo. I mean, there's a lot of neat stuff.
Yes.
So do go to that calendar.
And they're all free, so.
And they're free. And it's a lot of fun. But what are we making today?
We're making Carlotas de Limon. I
Of
wanted to make
course.
something that you cannot find on Mexican restaurants.
Yes.
So something different that we actually eat in Mexico. So this is a dessert that is, I guess, like a key lime pie, but in Mexican style.
But the Mexican version. And you can use as much lime as you want to make it. I love the tang. I am a lime fan.
I am a big lime fan.
And so in Guadalajara, that is where she hails from.
Yeah.
This is what your mom and grandma would make?
Yes, they would. It wasn't my favorite growing up because I'm a big chocolate person.
Yes.
So to me, the US is heaven for desserts.
Oh my gosh,
I
yeah.
think that it's the best country in the world for desserts. But this, every time I make it here, everybody loves it, especially on those warm days. It's really refreshing. For this recipe, you will need 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of condensed milk, 5 to 10 limes depending on the taste, 3 packages of Maria cookies, and raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, or strawberries to garnish.
What's beautiful about this is you don't need to preheat an oven.
Nope.
All you need, 9-by-9 pan. Now this will make this, but if you double this recipe, it'll be a 9-by-13. So we're only making the smaller portion. All right, so here we go.
So we're gonna get our condensed milk and we're gonna put it in a bowl because we're gonna mix all the milks and the lime in the bowl.
Okay.
And what I like to do is I like to use the evaporated milk to get the rest of the condensed milk because it gets sticky. And then, of course,
mix it up and
mix
get it all out
and
of there.
get it all out.
Nice.
And then we're gonna use your fancy new squeezer.
I know. Okay, wait till you see this. It's from Vintage Kitchen. My sister, I've been looking at this, and my sister Christine, thank you, Chrissy, bought me this for my birthday. And you cannot believe what a great citrus juicer this is. So you put it in, and I can even do 2 limes at a time.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm gonna do that and watch this, okay? And you squeeze down.
And then you just pour.
And then look.
I love that.
Isn't it beautiful? I
want
could
one.
not wait to use this. And look at, It gets every last drop. So that was one
One.
line. How many do you think we're gonna need?
I think we're gonna try with 5, and then we're gonna try it and see if we need more.
All right, here we go. So that's all
All right.
5.
Perfect.
You think that'll be enough?
We might need another one. Nice. I like it. I think we might need one more line. Maybe.
I'm on it. I'm
Yep.
on it. You know how much I like this thing.
But
Okay.
taste it. Like I think like some people like it more limey, some people like it more sweet. So, all right, I think.
Okay, I'll give you a
I'm
fresh
gonna- yes,
spoon.
fresh spoon, not the same spoon.
Don't want to freak people out.
And I think that tastes sweet enough. So,
You're in charge.
yeah, so it's pretty easy. All you do is you grab your cookies and you put a layer, just like you would like a lasagna, something like that. You just layer your cookies. Sometimes I like to put the bottom layer a little bit heavier on cookies. This is also a very cheap recipe. So, I mean, you can get to go somewhere that you have to go on a dinner and you bring something really cheap and that looks really fancy. So, and then we're gonna put.
I mean, this is
More
kind of
layers.
foolproof.
Yeah, no, it's very, very easy. And you could also always experiment on, like, I make this for my partner. He really likes this. So when I make it, he sometimes likes it a little bit more limey. So we'll put this layer here and then the top layer with the red.
Oh, you are such a good guest.
I did that right before going to the opening ceremony for Hispanic Heritage Month.
So how do you like Youngstown Steak?
I love YSU and I love Youngstown. I really like the. So when I was interviewing for jobs, I went to 4 different places all around the U.S. And this was my last interview, and I had 3 offers already from the other 3
Oh,
places.
did you?
And like they were more money, and they were like a little better schools. But there's something about Youngstown, and I just loved
Really?
it here. And it snowed when I came to my interview, so that like almost sold it to me. Like there's snow, it's pretty. The people here.
And you like the snow.
I like
That
the people
is
here.
so
I like the
nice.
snow.
So what we're gonna do is put this away for a few hours, and by the miracle of television, we are gonna have one to sample.
Salud.
Salute! First bite. Okay, I am dying to taste this. Oh. Light. Creamy, limey, fruity. This is ideal.
Good. I'm glad you
This
like it.
is delicious. I love this.
Awesome.
Wow,
Thank you.
doctor. This is quite,
Was this better than a calculus class?
oh my, way better. I couldn't even get geometry going. Honestly, celebrate this. You can celebrate with this every day. You don't have to wait for
Yep.
Hispanic Heritage
Definitely.
Month.
Yes.
Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com, and look for this recipe. You are going to love it.
Thank you so much for the invite.
Thank you. You're adorable.
Thanks.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Kamara Jewelers is the place to buy an engagement ring because we want a relationship with you that lasts a lifetime. Your commitment with her is the same commitment we have to you.
We want to sit down with you and teach you about diamonds so you're educated on what you're buying. We have the largest selection we ever have, which is the largest in the area, and at the best value. And if it's not something in our case, we could always custom make it. We can make any dream come true.
Get real, get Kamara.
Woolley Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old World Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Woolley Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
I'm all about local, and my bank is Farmers National Bank. Farmers is the true hometown bank in the Mahoning Valley, standing strong for our local families and businesses since 1887. Farmers is also future-focused with a lab branch, interactive teller machines, and best-in-class mobile mortgage app. We've all learned the value of local relationships, businesses, and communities. Switch to Farmers.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
They fell in love with Benjamin Moore's Van Dusen Blue, but tried to match it using another brand's paint.
It'll grow on us, right?
Yeah.
Well, you remember my buddy Jimmy Longo from It's About Time Fishing Charters. Well, we came back, and this time we are fishing for walleye. And we just landed, and you're gonna see the footage from earlier in the day. But it is such a different style, Jimmy, when you fish for walleye. I mean, it's much more intricate. I mean, why is that?
Correct. Well, that's how you have to fish for them on this end of the lake, because we're in deeper water, and you have to troll for them, and that consists of...
I mean, there's like 8 poles that we have going trying to catch it.
We had 14 poles out, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm bad at counting. Not good at math. But what has happened to the perch? You know, I mean, it's all about the walleye right now. And a few years ago when we went out, I mean, the perch were plentiful.
Correct. Nobody knows for sure. There's many different theories. One is, and it's always the commercial netters.
Yeah.
And then there's so many walleye in the lake right now. They're eating a lot of the perch.
Because, yeah, it's a smaller fish.
And they're chasing a perch pretty much all day, and the perch, they're not able to school up like they used to because they're swimming for their lives.
Yeah, so, and then that's why it's different, because when we just, you know, cast from the side of the boat for the perch.
Correct.
And this is so much more involved, you know. 14 lines, but we did pretty good, I must say. At the beginning, it was a little iffy. We got a late start. Thank you, Fast Freddy. And we got Jimmy and Freddie and Ken and Carrie. Our very first, this was her maiden voyage on a fishing boat, and we really did have a good time.
Maiden voyage?
It's her maiden voyage, Carrie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What did she get?
She did good.
She did good.
Well, she got a free beer and
she got a free beer, a Casey Malone Show hat, and
a wrap, a rib wrap.
Oh, and I made my special rib wraps just for her.
You know, that's really cool too. You know, when you go out partying with Casey Malone, like on something like this, you know you're going to get good food. And that's
right.
The one thing about
and
that.
Good
you know
sandwiches.
You're going to get good
Josh,
food.
you liked them, didn't you?
Amazing sandwiches. They're great.
Yeah, he's thumbs up. So now, how late can we fish for walleye? How long into the season are you taking people?
Into September, and usually in September, not all, but the majority of walleye, they start to migrate back west, so they leave.
Okay, you know my buddy Fast Freddy, also a fisherman, as well as La Pata, Jimmy, my neighbor. And you've been on every fishing trip I've ever been on.
That's right.
And of course, we have to make a bet, right? We throw $5 in the pot, and whoever catches the biggest fish gets all that money. Ooh, like $30. So, who do you think catches the biggest fish? First one out.
You would think.
Okay.
Who would you think, or who actually did?
Well, who would you think?
I would think me, but...
Okay, but it wasn't.
No.
Because you were late and you were punished. So, it was La Pata. He caught, and really, well, how many pounds was that?
Oh, I don't even know.
I bet you it was a 6-pounder. It was a big walleye. 8 pounds, Carrie. Well, she is now a pro and an authority, and she knows her captains.
Nobody's paid though. I don't understand.
Well, at the Moose Club, we're gonna settle up. We're gonna settle up at the Moose Club. Well, now that we're back in dock, you really did a nice job as first mate. Now, would you say that we were a tough crew?
You were a great crew. You guys did what you were told. Wound have been, like I said, most of our
I like the way you say it. I like the way you yelled at Freddie all the time. You said, "You're not bass fishing. You're not bass fishing. Slow, quit jerking it."
Yeah.
So what is the difference? So if you're on walleye,
we're already trolling 2.5 mile an hour. And it seems like when you're riding too fast, 2.5 mile an hour, you're pulling out the hooks because we're only using Bomber 24As on wire.
Oh yeah, Bomber 24As. I should have known that.
We're also using Dipsies with little and big spoons. Speed was about 2.5 mile an hour. It kept them quite busy, so we did a good day.
Where did you learn all your...
I've been fishing up here for about 30 years. I've been chartering for about 7 now, so.
So I just want to say that I was probably using the 24Bs, and that's why I wasn't getting all the fish.
Not the 24As.
I was using the 24Bs.
I got to tell you, Josh really made it scientific. Yes. Would you go fishing with us again?
I would, because I honestly, I would never go by myself, but when you have a crew of lovely people to fish with, it was a really good time.
I don't know. I cannot believe we're lovely. Lapata's lovely?
Oh my gosh, yes. All the time. And now he's going to invite us over to his house and have this big fish fry.
That's right, we're going to do a walleye fry.
It doesn't get much more
That's
lovely.
Right, yeah, the fruits of our labor. And Carrie, we are going to come back again, and we're going to do like an early fall fishing. We are not going to bring Bill. Bill has a little queasy stomach, so Bill will just tell you about it. And, but we are coming back, and Longo's taking us back out again. Are you in?
Absolutely, I wouldn't go with anybody else.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Well, I am here with Rude the Dude from the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. Change of season, that means updated menu.
Yes, we just came out with our new menu. We got some old favorites, some twist on the new things. Our fall drink menu is out, coming soon also. But we got a lot of things going on with the change of the season here.
And what about football on Sundays? All these screens, this is a happening place.
Yes, we are now the home of the Youngstown Browns backers. We're open every Sunday from 12 to 8 with some great drink specials. So if you're a Browns fan, it's the place to be.
And don't forget, I hate to mention it, but the holidays are just around the corner.
Yep, right around the corner, and we have our catering season coming. So we have our banquet hall, holds up to 150, good for family Christmas parties, work Christmas parties. And if you can't come here, we can do the cooking for you and bring it to you.
Remember, always think about the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery for all your occasions.
Hit the road in the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander from Boardman Mitsubishi. Drive one today starting at $26,995. Plus, get the confidence of an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The summer sales event at Boardman Mitsubishi. Going on now.
Donate now. GavaCamp has a generous family that will match every dollar you donate. Help us build a barrier-free educational camp for our friends with special needs. Visit our website or call for more details. Giving is living.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Is it time to update your color style? R&S Paint will assist you with your choice of over 3,400 Benjamin Moore colors. Vibrant, durable, and easy to apply. Be current, be stylish. Shop R&S Paint.
This is Frank Moses, and he and his family own Gold Star Theaters. And in Austintown, which is where we are right now, they have the Austintown Cinema right out on Mahoning Avenue. And you've done a beautiful job in updating this theater.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you. First of all, thank you for coming to our theater.
Well, I love that it's independently owned. You know, I like that you and your family own, what, 5, 6, how many theaters throughout?
We're 5 in the chain right now.
5 in the chain? I mean,
hopefully
that's
growing.
nice.
So, yeah, it is.
But I think what's really funny is your timing. So when you decided that, you know, Regal was no longer going to be the agent here, you know, tell what happened.
We took over the lease here in January 1st of 2020 with an anticipation of opening April 1st of that year. And as everybody experienced,
COVID had other plans for you.
COVID hit us in March and changed our plans on that. So we had to rethink it all in a sense on our opening and just, you know, try to ride the wave out. So we finally opened it in September. You know, soft openings. Problem we were having as all industry, no content.
So when you did the remodel, and we'll be going in and looking at the different theaters, you tore out all the seating, and everyone now.
Yeah, we did a big remodel here. We spent over $2.5 million in this facility here. We gutted it completely. You know, at the time when COVID hit, you were wondering what we did, you know, but no, it was the right move. We redid the entire complex. We put all new luxury seats in, recliners, electronic recliners in the whole place. We upgraded all the sound equipment to 7.1 Dolby. We put all the digital in that is needed for this time. Again, we put all new concession in. We upgraded the food. We put alcohol into the facility. So we tried to give the community the amenities that we felt that they would appreciate. And they have been wonderful supporters.
And you really opened things up. I mean, you have the party room back here for birthdays.
Yes.
And I mean, I think adult birthdays would actually work there too.
You know what? As the market continues and the comfort level, everybody, we're seeing more and more parties being booked there. Weekends, weekdays. Yeah, we could hold up to about 24 people in there. We had a few business groups come in and utilize it for that as well. So yeah, it's really catching on. We're still advertising. We want the community to know what we could offer here. So
I mean, it is a great facility. Now, how awesome is this? Look at this, Bill. I wish you could join us for some popcorn, watching the movie. These are wonderful.
Is it anything any better than this? Look at this.
No, it's like being at home and you don't have to clean up. I love it. Now, this is one of your biggest auditoriums here.
It is.
How many seats does this have?
We've got 160 seats in this auditorium here.
Wow.
But if you notice, they're spaced out.
It is. I mean, you know, it's very nice.
You can lay back. If you notice, they're all
I know, you
reclining.
can go way back.
Yeah.
I mean,
and what's nice, when people get up, you don't have to put your seat down. They walk in front of you. There's so much space.
The aisles are so nice and wide.
And then, Casey, if you notice, each seat is numbered.
And
I was telling you, because of reserved seating. You go online, you buy your ticket, it has your number on your seat, you come right to your seat.
Well, and you know, the thing is, then you don't have to worry about your getting there, rushing to get there, wondering if you and your party can sit together and all that stuff. How long have you been in the movie theater business?
Now, I got involved in 1994 in Newcastle. There was a little threeplex in a plaza that our family used to operate, and I got involved in that little threeplex, and we grew that threeplex into a nineplex, and then from there we moved on and started growing. About 4 or 5 years later, we opened up the Shenango Valley Cinemas up in Hermitage.
Okay.
We did that. I also then acquired one up here. It was a discount house that we opened up. When we opened up, there was another theater in the market that closed. So we reopened that as a discount house and brought in older movies and played at the discount house. Then from there, we went down into Pittsburgh, opened a theater down there called the Century Square Cinemas, another full luxury cinemas like this. And then from there, we moved down to Cumberland, Maryland. And took over an old AMC down there that, again, the lease expired, and we went in and we renovated it similar to this here. And then from there, we then came over here and did Austintown. And again, here's what we call our library right here. And
so this is where the downloads come from?
We download it through here. This is brings it in from the satellite. And we take it here, and we build it right here. We'll build a movie here, and when we mean build it, we'll put the different trailers in it.
And the different previews, and then commercials.
We put the advertisement in, the different commercials into it, and that's what we call our build. And then what we do, once we're done here, it'll ship it, the computer will ship it to the all the projectors for film. We even put the times to start, so nobody needs to be up here. We don't come up here. Unless there's an issue, no one needs to be up here. It'll start by itself, brings the lights up. It brings the lights up, it brings the lights down, it starts the movie, it does it all. When the movie's done, the lights automatically come back, and it's all controlled, computer. So,
and then when you're done with the movie, it just gets erased.
So interesting. The film companies control that. They give us what they call a key to show it. And that key has a lot of data in it. It tells our computer when we could play it, the week we could play it, and when that week is done, that movie's locked.
You just have so many vivid memories when you go to the movies. You really do.
It does. It's good. It's a wonderful. Again, a couple hours take your mind away from everything.
Exactly.
Puts you in an environment that's totally,
And you don't have to think.
You don't have to think or
the
nothing.
phone
Just
is
enjoy
off. Nothing is in your way except that screen.
Just enjoy it.
What are some of your favorite movies?
Well,
what movies really make an impact?
I like the action movies. I'm not going to lie. I like something to take my mind away. So I'm big on the Marvels. I like the sci-fi movies as well. But I also like a Downton Abbey.
Wow, that is quite.
Isn't that a change from one end to the other end?
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.